Good afternoon. It's December 19th, 2012. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Just got done unloading 54 cases of grow towers for a grand total of 270 grow towers inside of these boxes. There's 4 grow cells per tower. We're going to have, when these are put up, another 1,080 grow cells. Right now we had 220 grow cells that you saw in the prior videos, so a grand total of 1,300 grow cells we'll have up and running before the kids come back from winter break. We're also going to be taking over the in-ground garden over here that you can see in the distance. We're going to turn that into the grow tower, so we'll have approximately a 25 by 48 section for grow towers. Again, this is going to be 1,300 grow cells. We're going to have a shade cloth eventually over here that's going to be probably 7-8 feet off the ground so people can walk under and the plants don't get beat down by this wonderful Florida sun. What it's going to break down to is we're going to alternate lettuce, and we're going to have, out of the 1,300 grow cells, we'll be able to harvest approximately 322 head of lettuce per week. Right here at Pine Grove we have 600 students, just over 600 students. That breaks down to half a head of lettuce per child per week. We can alternate this on a 4-week schedule. We harvest one cell every week, and we'll have lettuce to these kids as long as we don't have a catastrophic failure. Every week they can have fresh, green, leafy, healthy vegetables. This project was donated to us by the AUROVEDA Foundation and Green World Path. Together, between the two of them, we've been able to come up with this huge increase. You'll hear people talk about how they can't find ways to grow. There are ways out there, you just have to work towards it. This has been 6 months in the making, and this is where we're at right now. We'll be keeping you caught up on the videos as we're putting them up over winter break. And this is Mr. Ross from our schoolyard to your backyard, and we're checking out. Take care. It's Mr. Ross. It's December 22nd, 2012. It's a Saturday. It's approximately 4:30 in the afternoon. As you can see, we are here preparing the area for the new grow beds. We're putting down the weed cloth for control. And this will just give you a little example of exactly how large this bed's going to be. Like I said before, it's not that big. It's about 25 by 40, 48 at the most. And 1,300 grow cells in that little area. This is Mr. Ross from our schoolyard to your backyard, and we'll update you as continues on. Take it easy. As you can hear, it is December 24th, 2012. It's approximately noontime, and my brother came down here to spend family time together, and I horseshoed him into coming out here and working. Nobody gets a rest on vacation. You come down to here, you come to work. So as we're going through here, you can see we're finally getting the last of the 1/2-inch EMT put in. We're getting ready to have it set up so we can get the grow pots put into there. Just another quick update on the construction of the 1,300 grow cells. Yes, Mr. Ross.
Behind the camera, Mr. Ross.
Mr. Ross is behind the camera because Mr. Ross missed the bolt and slammed his hand, and now I cannot close my hand. Not once,
but
twice.
And the clinic's closed. So
if you are going to do something right, do it all the way. So as soon as I can close my hands, I will go back to work. But I'm thinking that might be in April or May. April or May, my hand will start working again. This is Mr. Ross from our schoolyard to your backyard, and we will update you more as this winter break goes on and the stackers are going up. Take care and have a Merry Christmas. How you doing? It's Friday, December 28th, about 1:30 in the afternoon. We're getting ready to put up the stackers today on this. And what we're going to do is give you a little time-lapse photography video. Every half hour or so, we're going to just take a few second video to show the stages of this going up. This is one of the major projects we have to get done this Christmas vacation. And we'll be checking back in, and you'll see as it goes up, see how slow these old people work here.
You're right.
Again, this is Mr. Ross from our schoolyard to your backyard, and we'll get back with you in a few. Take care. 10 minutes of time. $30 minutes. 45 minutes. This is Mr. Ross. An hour and a half later, you can see that we have put every stacker up. It's 105 poles. All but 7 of them have 3 to a pole, as you can see.
Well, what the heck is
and on this one here, the last row, which is a single zone, it has 4 on. That's going to distinguish it. Every other one, the 2 colors, the same color on the 2 rows, like the terracotta here, that's going to be a zone. The sage green will be a zone. The white will be a zone. Another terracotta. Another sage, another white. Again, this is only, the whole width of this is about 20 feet. And the length of it is at most 50 feet. And then you can see the boxes after we're done. I got to break them down so we can compost them. But when people tell you that you cannot, oh, here's Mr. Dave coming with his tiller. He's tilling under a potato patch on the side of the school, which we'll shoot another video for. I guess that'll be zone 7 potatoes, but we'll get that later. And you can see, this is a master gardener from Hernando County, and he brought in his tiller to go till in. Again, you want to use the resources of the community. You don't think you have to do it yourself or you can't afford to. There's people out there that will come in and help you, and Mr. Dave is more than glad to come in and help till under for the new beds. How are you doing today, Mr. Dave?
Wonderful.
All done back there?
All done.
All done. So again, as you can see, 105 poles. Figure it out. There's a lot of crops we're going to be growing here to feed the kids, the school. When people tell you can't do it, show them that you can, and this will definitely show them that we can. This is Mr. Ross from our schoolyard to your backyard, and we'll catch you later. Take care.
Hello, this is Mr. Poteet. December 31st, 2012, the last day of the year. It's about 2:30, 2:45, and Mr. Ross behind the camera and myself just finished running the black funny pipe for all the irrigation. There is 105 stackers, which means 105 actual poles out there. And each pole has 3 pots, 4 grow cells in each pot. 15 times 105 is 315, plus the far one has 4 because we had some extras. So you got 1,200?
It's 1,200
plus.
Yes, 1,260.
Possible actual plants. Right in here, 22 by 50 black paper laid out. And it's just running off your typical domestic water hose, no pressure, nothing fancy. Just some creative piping and irrigation. And I didn't have to buy any specialty stuff. And we want to thank AUROVEDA for funding it for us, along with Green World Path. They always give us a great price when we're doing stuff for the school. And we're getting closer to getting it all done. and then we're going to mix up the soil, which will be Sherwood Forest topsoil, a little bit of coconut husk, and we'll get to that when we do it, and some perlite. It'll be a nice mix, and we're going to inoculate it with some bacteria. Yeah, bacteria.
Healthy bacteria.
Yeah, the good stuff. And we hope to watch these bad boys grow like crazy. So, have a wonderful, safe New Year's Eve, and we'll see you next year. This is Mr. Poteet at Pine Grove Elementary, from our schoolyard to your backyard, reminding you to pursue a love of lifelong learning, and have a blessed day. How's it going? This is Mr. Poteet, Pine Grove Elementary, from our schoolyard to your backyard. We are finishing up the irrigation at school, and we spent some time at Lowe's looking for this particular piece that the black pipe would fit in the top, and then this would fit on top of our EMTs. They wanted $1.40 for one of these. So we decided we would buy what we needed and bring them home and modify them ourselves. So we're setting up a little chop shop right here where we just change them out, cut them down, and rock and roll. So we saved ourselves a lot of money.
There, show them what it fits. Show them how the pipe fits.
Here's the pipe. Here's what it's going to look like when it's done, and they just click right in there. Ready to go.
So 47 cents a piece on the tees. We cut them down. The pipe fits snugly in there.
As compared to $1.40. We saved $1 a piece. It's amazing what we charge for labor around here, huh? But we try to save as much money as we possibly can and still get it done the right way.
And for all those that want to know, that blade that's on that table saw is spent. It's no good for wood, so why not just blow it out on this plastic?
That's right. It's Mr. Poteet and Mr. Ross, from our schoolyard to your backyard, saying have a blessed day, and remember to pursue a love of lifelong learning.
January 1, 2013. Happy New Year to everybody. As you can see from the prior video or the prior clip, we went and put the tees on. And as you can see, the tee stays on here very well. So we don't have to worry about the possibility of the hoses popping off. This is my daughter Rachel. She's enjoying one of her non-school days again at the school. Thank you, Rachel. So we see that our little experiment worked. The only problem that we've run into so far is the securing, and we've decided that we are going to be running, if you can see on this tee right here, a little bit of laser line plastic piping in there to kind of brace it into there so it doesn't come up and move around. Again, this is Mr. Ross from our schoolyard to your backyard, and we'll be checking out, and we'll talk with you later. Take care. Bye.
Hey, this is Mr. Poteet at Pine Grove Elementary again. It is January 8th, 2013. We're setting up the fertilizing system here. We used this in the past couple of years. And we're going to have to stop. Never stop the process to do something else, Mr. Poteet. You can tell this is a timely thing. So, it's still running. We're going to fill it up. It's a total from Green World Path. We used this injector about 3 years ago on a much smaller scale, but it should be just as good on this big one. Ooh, there's some good slime in there left over. Whoa. Ah, that's how you solve the problem. I like that. Okay. So with that said, let's get rid of all of the air in there and bring it up to the top. And it is a total compound from Green World Path right there. You can check it out. And these plants will be getting fed 3 times a day for about 3 minutes. We want to try to get as much of the air out of here. How many plants are we going to get in here today, Mr. Ross?
One zone right now. And tomorrow we'll get another zone in. I'm going to stagger it on planting the seeds a bit.
All right. Well, it's loaded and ready to rock and roll. So hopefully within about 3 weeks after these are put in today, we should be having some beautiful lettuce plants coming in, plus some other seeds that were started today by Mr. Ross. So we're getting kind of towards the end of putting stuff in the ground and watching them grow. Proving those people wrong who said that we couldn't feed the kids here at Pine Grove along with the staff and the faculty and the family members. So it's been a good adventure, and it's not done yet. This is Mr. Poteet from Pine Grove Elementary, Hernando County, Florida. Our schoolyard to your backyard. Encouraging you to pursue a love of lifelong learning and have a blessed day.